Hello everybody, Squiiddish here. Welcome to a brand new series I'm going to do, the Squiiddish Rant. Now this series is not going to occur with any sort of regularity. It's going to be one of the Monday and Friday randoms. By the way, we got a schedule change coming up that I will talk to you guys about this Sunday, but that's not the topic of today's commentary. Today's topic is my fucking hatred for platform elitism. Now before I get into that, let me start off by just explaining the premise of the series here. There is a thing that pisses me off enough that I feel like making a commentary explaining why it pisses me off and why anyone who does this particular thing that pisses me off may or not be a moron. May or not. May or may not. You know what I was trying to say. May or may not be a complete moron. Now, I'm not going to say you're retarded. I am simply going to ask for the opinions of those who disagree with my statement. I want to know what both sides think. I want this to be discourse. And in the background, we're going to have completely irrelevant gameplay I'm not going to talk about at all. I'm literally not even watching it right now. I just know how long the video is and I am talking. So there'll be no gameplay related comments. This in the background is some Team Fortress 2 I was playing with a bunch of guys from my Steam group. Link is in the description below. Join up, jump in the chat room, and you too could be a part of the devastation that's currently happening on your fucking monitor. But again, not the topic. Let's get into the actual rant here. Platform elitism. What does that mean? Why does it piss me off? Well, what it means, I'm gonna post an example. This is the example I saw a couple days ago. It just filled me with flaming fucking rage. I don't remember where I saw it. It might have honestly been in my group chat. It might have been on a YouTube video comment. But it was something, the topic was Battlefield 3. And somebody did something in a video that was pretty freaking awesome. And some troll-ass retard replied, "Do that on PC and I'll be impressed." Alright, let me begin to explain the myriad of ways in which you're an idiot. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to stop and say, I am not in any way saying console is better than PC. The topic is platform elitism, not PC elitism. Anyone who thinks either platform is more or less difficult than the other is a fucking moron. Now, let's go ahead and take right now the givens. It is given. Some games simply work better on a console or gamepad than they do with a mouse and keyboard. Some games simply work better on PC with a mouse and keyboard than they ever will on a console or with a gamepad. Examples. Assassin's fucking Creed will never be fucking playable with a keyboard. It is a terrible abomination. If you prefer playing Assassin's Creed with a keyboard and mouse, you should probably go to the ER and get scanned for a brain tumor immediately. That game is built from the ground up to play with a controller. And that, it's just so much better that way. It just is. It's incredibly simple. I would venture to say any action fighting type titles, like the God of War type games, Dante's Inferno, Devil May Cry, equally pants on head retarded with the keyboard. Now I'm aware, most people that play these on PC do play them with a gamepad, which is why I'm saying these are fucking givens. Now some games are just better on PC. StarCraft. Any RTS, really. I've yet to see an RTS for console, sans Brutal Legend, which is barely an RTS, that works at all. It's simply built for PC. You can't do that shit without the mouse and keyboard interface. It's not possible. You can, but it's a terrible abomination. So, RTS, very solidly better on consoles. Let's say Dungeon Defenders. Dungeon Defenders is much better on the PC. And that is simply because of the interface. The control scheme works better with a mouse and keyboard. It just does. On top of that, Trendy actually supports their damn game. But that's beside the point. Now, the main topic, the main thing that always brings up this bullshit. First-person shooters. Now, everybody prefers first-person shooters on either console or PC. I mean, there's probably some people that don't give the world's smallest fuck either way, but just about everyone has a preference. Now, as you can tell from the channel, I play a gratuitous amount of first-person shooters on both systems. I play a lot of console first-person shooter. Recently, I played a fuck ton of PC first-person shooter. And for those of you who are like, but Squiiddish, you just started playing TF2 a little while, shut the hell up. I've been playing video games a lot longer than I've had a goddamn YouTube channel, and I've been playing PC first-person shooters since the fucking Dark Ages. Okay, maybe not the Dark Ages, but it was a long time ago. Jedi Knight 2, the old Medal of Honor games, all played them on PC. They're fun. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun on console too. Everything's fun on both systems. Now, basis of the argument comes down to the control scheme I was talking about. There is a group, and I'm going to use them as the example simply because they are the loudest and most annoying of people I call PC fags. If you prefer to play a first-person shooter on a PC, that's fantastic. That does not make you a PC fag. That just makes you a PC gamer. I am halfway a PC gamer. I do both. That's totally fine. What makes you a PC fag is if you're the kind of retard who thinks you are automatically more skilled at first-person shooters because you play on a PC. Okay, I challenge any PC fag who has never played on a console to pick up a controller and tell me how well you do, because it's not going to be particularly well at all. I guarantee you this. You're not going to be pulling spectacular games. You're not going to pick up COD and Moab everything. It's not going to happen, because you're not the hot shit you think you are in any way. You simply are used to PC. It does not make you any better. Now, why am I talking about PC fags and not console fags? Well, because legitimately, I don't think there's such thing as a console fag. I mean, there's a lot of people that... The Call of Duty retards, notwithstanding, because they're just ignorant and don't play anything else, they don't legitimately... I don't think anyone legitimately tries to argue that playing on a console makes you better than playing on a PC. I don't know why that is. I think it's just because the console players maybe are more chill or less vocal, or, you know, they're not on the PC where the comments and the forums are. They're on the console. But seriously, the PC fags drive me insane. I want you guys, here's what you're gonna do. Go to Machinima Respawn's channel. Locate any Call of Duty, Battlefield, or Counter-Strike video. And if you can find one that does not have PC fags flaming the comment section, whether the footage is from console or PC, you win 10 internet points, because there's none. They're everywhere. For some reason, it's their personal crusade to convince everyone they suck because they play on a console. Let me explain to you the difference between a controller and a mouse and keyboard input. Mouse and keyboard is easier. Now, let that sink in for a minute. I did not say you're less skilled for playing on PC. I did not say you're more skilled for using a controller. I said mouse aiming is easier to do than dual analog stick aiming. Anyone who disputes this is simply living in their own little deformed la-la land. This is very simply demonstrated. Take anyone who has not played a first-person shooter before, hand them a controller, put them in Call of Duty, and watch them spend 10 minutes trying to figure out how to walk and look around. Take someone who's never played a first-person shooter before, sit them at your computer desk and launch Team Fortress 2, and watch them walk around and, not well, but fire their weapons in the general direction of people that are bad. It is easier to pick up and easier to learn. Now, I said that doesn't mean you're less skilled if you play on PC. Now, here's a concept I'm going to attempt to explain as well as I can. Player skill versus in-game ability. These are two very different things. To summarize it as easily as I can, Player A is skill 10 on console, Player B is skill 10 on PC. They are equally skilled as players. They're equally experienced on the respective platforms. Player A on the console, playing the same game as Player B on the PC, is going to have a lower in-game ability. The console player is not going to be able to pull off as crazy shit on the console as the PC player is on the PC because mouse input is easier. His in-game ability will appear to be higher because he's using an easier and, to a certain extent, more precise input system. Doesn't mean either of them are better. If they had equal experience and switched roles, it'd be backwards. This is a very simple fact that people refuse to understand. Now, what does that mean in a larger sense? When people go onto a video and are like, oh, I bet you, I want to see you do that on PC. Do that on, you'd never do that on PC, do it on PC. No, probably not. Because PC gaming is just an entirely different beast than console gaming. Console gaming, you have those people that are still trying to figure out how to walk and aim their gun. That's not a thing on PC. Mice are easy to use. You give someone a mouse, they can intuitively aim their gun. Not because it's realistic in any way. just because it's intuitive. It's an intuitive interface system. That's why it exists, to control a computer. Consoles, the average in-game ability of players is lower, even though the player skill is the same, because the console is a more difficult input system. The twin analog sticks are a more difficult input system. So yeah, people are gonna pull shit on consoles that makes a PC gamer look at the screen and say, holy fuck, those people must be retarded. No, they're equivalent to the lower skilled PC players. Those people just don't have as low of an in-game ability. So, it's sort of, I guess, to someone who doesn't have a brain, seems like PC gaming is more difficult. If you're incapable of understanding basic concepts and logic, yeah, it seems like PC gaming is more difficult and more elite. It's not in any way. It's all about player skill. Seriously, if you took a guy, had him learn to play FPS on consoles for 5 years, he'd dominate the fuck out of everything on console. Now rewind his life 5 years, put him on the PC for those same 5 years, so you dominate the fuck out of everyone just as hard on the PC. It's really no different. It's about what you're used to and the difficulty of the input system. Now, when you get to super high-level gameplay like MLG and pro shit, it barely matters anymore. Because those people are so good with either their controller or their mouse. They're so fucking good. It absolutely does not matter what input system they're using. They're equally good. And this can tangent off into all the arguments about aim assist, and for some reason, I guess PC gamers are under the impression that all a console player has to do is use their airplane joystick to walk towards enemies, and the game will automatically put your reticle on their heads and you pull the trigger. That seems to be the general consensus of PC fags as to how aim assist works. Once again, feel free to pick up a controller at any point in your life and realize how atrociously wrong you are and how small of a fucking difference aim assist makes. Aim assist attempts to bridge the gap in difficulty between using a controller and using a mouse. It attempts to make the two input systems equal as far as skill, and this just doesn't happen. No amount of aim assist is going to make it two analog sticks as precise as a mouse, but once again, once you're good enough with the controller, it don't matter anymore. If you had, I will bet fucking money, if you had the world's best MLG, I don't know, what's a game that's on both platforms? Let's say fucking Battlefield 3, I don't know. World's best MLG Battlefield 3 players on Xbox. Versus, if there's such thing as Pro Battlefield 3 on PC, those people fight each other. It would be a battle of the fucking fates. Because the PC versus console difference seriously does not apply at those skill levels. I mean, I'm trying to explain this as best as I can. It's a somewhat difficult concept to put into words. Mouse is easy, controller is hard, player skill level on both platforms is equal. So, tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think. I'm hoping at least some of you are what I refer to as PC fags, so you can explain to me your position and why you somehow think console is inferior. There's probably people out there that are console fags, think PC is inferior. If any of you are out there, tell me your fucking wisdom. I want to know why you people think what you think. I want to know how anyone thinks playing on a certain platform inherently means that you are less good at a game. I mean, just take a step back and think about how fucking stupid you sound. If you tell someone legitimately that because of the platform and input system they choose to use in their games, they are not as good of a player. Because the platform does not mean you have inferior skill unless it's PS3. In which case, it's PS3. But seriously. So, first off, I want to know your opinion on the topic at hand, platform elitism. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Second of all, if you guys want to hear some more Squiiddish rant series, or if this is the most boring thing you've ever listened to in your life, let me know. I want to know. I'm probably going to do more of these either way, the next time something pisses me off enough, I decide it's worthy of a video. But until then, I still want to know what you think. If you have anything that pisses you off, tell me about it. Give me your topics. You may say, hey, I hate bananas, and I'll be like, oh, I fucking hate bananas too. It doesn't have to be game-related, anything. Anything that just pisses me the fuck off, like people that pay for a $10 phone case in pennies. Anything I feel like ranting about is fair game. So until next time, gentlemen, this is Squiiddish. Good day to you all. Join my fucking Steam group. Seriously, you could be in these videos.